Hello, everyone. The $1 million question, or should I say $1 billion question, is should Apple invest in Intel? So, here's the story. And there is good news and there is bad news. The bad news is that Intel is struggling. The good news is that United States has no choice but to save Intel. So, back in 1990s, Intel and Microsoft were untouchable companies. They were called the Wintel monopoly. Intel made the chips, or what we call microprocessors, and Microsoft made Windows operating system. Together, they ruled the world of computing. Fast forward in 2007 or little before 2007, Apple asked Intel to make chips for iPhone. Intel said, "No, thanks," because Intel thought that smartphones was a too small business. That was a big mistake. As we all know, rest is history. Today, TSMC, or Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, makes world's most advanced chips. But the problem is TSMC is in Taiwan, and if US-China tensions flare, America's chip supply is at risk. That is why the US government has invested around $10 billion for a 10% stake in Intel. And Nvidia, another chip company, has also invested $5 billion, partly to avoid being targeted by the government as a monopoly if something bad happens and Intel goes under. But here's the twist: Intel now wants Apple to invest. And honestly, why would Apple invest in Intel? Apple has nothing to do with Intel. All the products that Apple make, iPhone, iPad, MacBook, they all run on Apple Silicon. Apple doesn't need Intel. But still, I suspect Apple may be pressured by the government to step in, because when you are that big, sometimes you are forced to do things that you don't want to do. Call it goodwill or penalty of becoming too rich and successful. So, time will tell if Apple is going to invest in Intel or not. But if I have to predict, I feel that you will very soon you will hear the news that Apple is investing X billion dollars into Intel.